Well, Spacetronauts, here we are in Marvel Rivals Season 6, where in this video, we're going to talk about all of the space rewards that you can get in the current Battle Pass. Because there's actually more than you would think, and we're actually going to start off at tier number 1 right here with the Space Corsair Venom. I was really surprised. Now, I don't like this skin. I have to put my cards on the table. I think it's gross. Look at that tongue hanging all the way out. In my first video where I kind of went through the 5 different free skins that you could get from the start of this season, when we got to the Battle Pass, was the gross thing that I saw. There's actually 2 free skins in the Battle Pass. None of them are spacey, but if you're interested in those 2 free skins or the other 3 that you could get, you can go check out my other video on that earlier. But this is what we want to talk about, because as you saw in the opening, there's like a space pirate theme going on, and it all starts around Venom, because it seems like Venom is the captain. It says relax, captain. The hive mind already told me where Jeff is. We're ready to set sail. They're trying to find Jeff, and that's like the secret space story that's going on, because in our last season, Gambit tried to steal some stuff from the Collector, and it didn't go very well, and he got caught. And now in this season, the Collector has hired Deadpool to help get it back, along with, I think, Blood Rain, I think is what her name is, Lady Blood Rain or something like that. She's coming later. Oh, Lady Bloodstone, that's right. And then Deadpool, because he's friends with Gambit and Rogue, he goes rogue and turns against him. That's like the whole story of this season. And in the escape, all the little critters in the museum that the Collector had got out. And we know this because in this event over here, where is it? Not this one. In the Whack-A-Jeff, when we go to the rewards, there's this loading screen here. The new Marauders, this gallery card. And when we read the story behind it, that's when you find out that Jeff, helped all the critters escape, but then he got lost in space and they had to go looking for them. And Iron Man made this boat. This was, I guess, originally Emma's yacht. He outfitted it to go fly in space, and it made it this kind of big space thing, and now Venom, I guess, is the captain. Well, I'm pretty sure that Deadpool would rather be the captain, because his big skin when he joined is this space captain skin. He says pew pew pew. Very comic booky. So he says, "Oh, Captain, my captain, thanks for bringing the ship over, but look at me, I'm the captain now. Prepare for maximum mayhem." So he's trying to take the captain of the ship away from Venom. I don't think that that's a space reward, and there's not a lot of space in there, so we're not going to count him. But definitely that loading screen is, because they're out in space, and the whole story is how they're searching for Jeff and all the little critters that he shrank with his pim particles down out in the cosmos. Ugh, the skin is so gross. Of course, he does have his own emote, and that's this one here, where like a weird space kraken comes out and gets it. We saw that in his big intro as well. He has his own Space Corsair spray and nameplate, and of course he has a big MVP screen where he's on the side of the ship fighting the giant kraken. And I guess he just eats it. Oh, so gross. I still think it's so gross, because like his head is here, but then like his mouth is in his neck. Oh, it's so gross. And we don't have to wait very long to actually get the next space skin, because it's right here. It's Star-Lord. Check him out. He's dancing. You know what? I can actually redeem this. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we have everything. Look at him go. Now, Star-Lord, of course, leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Luminous Legend version of Star-Lord. Out here, you have to shine if you want to be seen. And I'm not bright enough if they're going to start calling... He says, if I'm not bright enough, they're going to start calling me Moon Lord instead of Star-Lord. He's like a super shiny version. I like this. I'm going to go ahead and equip that. He also has his own Luminous Legend spray, but it's not as spacey as his name would make it sound like. And he has a nameplate and this emote where he dances. Let's go ahead and equip that. He has a lot of dances. Oh, we got some lattice too. Very nice. But I dig this. This is actually brand new for Marvel Rivals. It's not in the comics, and I don't think the Space Corsair is either. They're original skins, so they're not getting too much comic inspiration for these. But it's very nice. I dig it. Even his blasters got that treatment, and his boots, which I really dig. It's very iridescent and reflective. Now this next entry is not like overtly space, so I'm gonna say it's kind of space adjacent, and it's just because of the name. It's Moon Knight right here, but this seems to be more like a gambling version because he's the king of clubs, right? But he does have these excellent his moon little knife things that he throws. And his emote seems very cosmic-y because it uses kind of space magic to mix these decks around, but then I guess the decks turn into his moon swords? That's weird. Anyway, again, not fully there, but I thought it's kind of interesting because of the magic in the moon space tie-in. One skin that is definitely space and not space adjacent is Galactic Gladiator Mantis. She is on page 8, and this is this excellent purple and like kind of greenish pink color scheme that she has, and it seems like she's a duplicate of Mantis who knows, and that they use her to fight. Again, another original skin. She says, "I can't do this anymore. Mantis couldn't help her response. 2 of us enter, 1 of us leaves, the other finished, and then the collector will have no mantises as it should be." So there's 2 different mantises in this story, and we see that in her emote because the original mantis comes out of it. So I guess they fight to the death somehow and then escape the collector's clutches. She does have an MVP screen again, which has the original mantis there together. Maybe they merge into each other. It's not clear at all. But I really dig this skin because she has her own, like she has like her own vibe. She's got one arm with a gauntlet and a pauldron on it. The other hand is like that iridescent kind of pink purple. Very slick. We saw her emote and her MVP screen, plus she has a spray and her own nameplate. Not animated though, but she looks fierce. Am I right? So that's very slick. So that's already 3 different skins that are space related, plus that tie-in with Jeff out in space. The last kind of space adjacent reward is this one here. This is the Prism Parade Invisible Woman, and the reason why I say that is because of the motif with the Saturn disco ball in the background. They don't actually use it a lot. I mean, like here in her spray, there's still that pink disco ball. And there's kind of some stars and sparkles in her nameplate here. Her MVP screen, though, does make it like it treats the disco ball like a planet a little bit, where she's sitting on it and it's like bouncing around on the other ones, and it's in the background as well. And she has her own little emote where she dances with the disco ball. But it's mostly the background that I get. I really dig it. But definitely not hardcore space. I think that she is more space adjacent than anything else. So that is 4 very cosmic skins and rewards that we have in the game right now, and a bunch of other kind of side accessories there too. But like I said, we are getting a few more kind of spacey insights, like the one here in the Whack-A-Mole Jeff event. Actually, you know what? I can show you this because it's under my gallery, right? It's over here. Night at the Museum. See, this is what I was talking about, how Deadpool like freed all of the animals and the critters. There's our galactic mantis over here. This is actually, I think, Elsa Bloodstone right here. She's kind of shooting at Deadpool. She was supposed to work with Deadpool to go get Rogue. Is this Rogue? Maybe that's a different version of Elsa Bloodstone? I don't know. I can't tell. She has a dragon, so it could be magic too. But Elsa Bloodstone and Deadpool were supposed to catch Rogue and Gambit, and then, of course, Deadpool goes, he went rogue, and Elsa is trying to track him down. Plus, there's all these dinosaurs and stuff that all broke out. And then what happened is that Jeff decides to help them, and he shrinks them all down. Look, there's Cosmo the Space Dog, another space tie-in. By the way, he was like the sheriff of Nowhere in the Guardians comic books. Anyway, very cool. That was a Frog Thor right there too. But you can see there's the space ship right there out in space, that cosmic one that Venom is the captain of, coming up to go rescue Rogue and it looks like Gambit right here. They're on like a rubber ducky. That's what the story says right here, if you read the whole story all the way through. I guess there's space marauders. There's Venom up there in the background. But Spacetronauts, I think that's going to be it. I just wanted to go through all of the different space rewards and the kind of spacey cosmic story that's going on in the background. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I dig that that they're telling a narrative and that it's going a little bit beyond like what the battle pass type story is, because the battle pass is really just, you know, Deadpool's in the game. He's, you know, he's gone a little bit out of control here, and we're trying to rein him in. But in the loading screens, like the gallery screens that they're sharing, and some of these battle pass like skins, they're telling a bit more of a story. You know, you've got Deadpool on the loose. He rescues all these animals and critters and stuff from the collector, plus these other characters here, and then they have to all try to escape Elsa Bloodstone and the collector over time. Very, very cool. All out in space. I'm really enjoying the vibes for this season a lot. But that's just me. Let me know what you all think about these skins. Let me know what you think of Star-Lord too, here in the game. This is a really shiny version of him. And thank you so much for watching. You know, if this was entertaining or if you smiled even like a little, you know, consider hitting that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more, because we have a lot more to come. Season 6.5 is almost upon us, and that usually means another free skin, and I look forward to sharing that with you when I learn more too. So stay tuned for that. Do stay safe out there in the multiverse. I guess watch out for space pirates, because there seems to be quite a lot of them, and don't get lost in space. No, still gross. Still gross.